Over 1.6 billion people are affected by anemia. That's a quarter of the global population. Anemia alone contributes to 40% of maternal deaths in India.
From our closed survey, 84% of the respondents believe that anemia can be extremely serious if not treated. Today, diagnostics are built around hospitals, labs, and trained professionals. So, between affected and treated, the link fades. Why? Awareness exists but action doesn't. Low perceived risk delays urgency, and symptom normalization makes fatigue feel normal. It's delayed detection that's the main problem at hand.
HemoPatch is a low-cost screening patch that enables quick anemia detection through a simple color window system. You place it on your index finger and within minutes, the color change reflects your hemoglobin level. At the base is the medical-grade microneedle array which gently penetrates the outer skin layer to access capillary blood with minimal discomfort. Above it is an absorbent membrane containing Drapkin's reagent where the blood reacts to produce a measurable color change. The top protective layer includes the indicator window while the adhesive ring secures the patch in place for safe and controlled screening.
When hemoglobin reacts with Drapkin's reagent, it forms a stable colored compound. The intensity of the red color increases as hemoglobin concentration increases. Users will compare the color that they get on the patch to this color chart to determine their result. Today's anemia detection market is dominated by these approaches: lab blood tests, clinic based hemoglobin meters, and hospital diagnostics. These competitors focus on accuracy and professional testing, but they require trained personnel, electricity or devices, and clinic access. This creates a trade off between accuracy and accessibility. That is the red ocean. The existing industry competes in the same crowded space. HemoPatch, on the other hand, scores higher than current solutions in most metrics.
Menstruation begins with cyclical shedding of the endometrium, causing measurable blood loss. Since blood contains hemoglobin and hemoglobin contains iron, each cycle removes iron from circulation. If dietary intake doesn't replace this loss, the body enters negative iron balance. Iron stores, mainly as ferritin in the liver and bone marrow, decline first. Once stores are depleted, red blood cell production becomes impaired, hemoglobin levels fall, leading to microcytic hyperchromic anemia and reduced oxygen delivery. This causes fatigue and weakness, which are often normalized, delaying detection. Biologically, this pathway shows how repeated menstrual iron loss combined with inadequate replenishment progressively leads from ferritin depletion to iron deficiency anemia. Using the 3 tiers of non-customers framework, we identified a massive blue ocean. As our biological pathway showed earlier, anemia disproportionately affects women of reproductive age, making them our most important market segment. Our total addressable market includes Tier 1, women of reproductive age, women and adolescent girls who experience regular iron loss through menstruation and often lack access to routine screening. Tier 2, children and adolescents, young people in growth stages where iron demand is high but testing is rarely preventative. Tier 3, general population needing hemoglobin screening, individuals in low resource settings or communities where preventative screening is uncommon.
When we researched anemia, we found that most hemoglobin testing depends on clinics, equipment, and trained personnel, making routine screening impractical. So we asked, how can detection happen outside hospitals? That led to a minimally invasive microneedle patch, which is safe, compact, and portable. Grounded in fingertip anatomy, capillary sampling standards, and established hemoglobin testing methods, HemoPatch is designed not to replace labs but to trigger early action before symptoms become severe. We eliminate machines, technicians, apps, complex steps, and high cost. If it needs training or equipment, it isn't accessible. We reduce blood volume, waiting time, and report complexity. A tiny sample, under 2 minutes, clear visual result. We raise early, voluntary testing through simplicity, hygiene, and affordability at scale, and create a self-initiated, non-clinical screening experience usable at home, in schools, or in communities. This is the unit economics chart. It gets us an estimated COGS of 75 cents or a gross profit margin of 49 to 59%.